Okay, so now in this example, we're going to mix it up just a little bit. It's still going to be the basic idea of trying to put X's with your big pieces and numbers with your small pieces. The difference, though, is this right here. You'll notice that we have, instead of positive blue ones like we've had so far, these are actually going to be red and they're negative. So instead of having positive examples for this one, we're actually going to have some negative examples of numbers. Now, the X's over here, our big pieces are still going to be X's. Again, they're going to be different than the regular numbers. So these are going to be X's, but our small circles are now going to be the units. So we're going to start writing it just as normally we have. Again, every other time we start with the big pieces over here and we ask ourselves how many there are, and there are 3 of them. So we drag our 3 over. Now in this example, the large squares are going to be represented with our variable X. So these large squares here are going to be our X. So we're going to have, the first one is 3X. So there are 3 X's right here to start with. Then we go ahead and bring down our units. And we look at how many circles we have. Well, there's 2 circles here. So I'm going to bring over my 2 right away. But again, these are going to be negative because they're red, which sets them apart as being different. Plus, they have the negative signs inside of them. So these are going to be 2 negative circles. So instead of putting the plus sign, which we have been, this time I'm going to use my negative sign or subtraction sign right here, and I'm going to drag it over. So that the left-hand side of my equation is actually going to be 3x minus 2, as opposed to 3x plus 2, which we have been. Again, these are negatives, so my formula down here, the equation, is going to be minus 2. Now we still have our equal sign, so I still bring down my equal sign like normal. And now let's go ahead and write in the next part, which is, these are, again, squares. These are my x's. So I want to find out how many x's I have here. Fix that a little bit. So I bring over my 2, because there's only 2 x's here. So I'm going to write this as 2x. I'm getting a little off there, so bring it down. And then we look at our circles over here, and I see that there are 6 of them. So I'm going to bring over my 6. Now this time, these are blue. They're not negative, so they're going to be positives. So I am going to use the plus sign on this. So that on the right-hand side of my equation is going to be 2x plus 6, because these dots up here are blue and they're positive. So here's my equation. We have 3x minus 2 on the left and 2x plus 6 on the right.